What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades. We're continuing our Let's Play of Lucid9. I just realized that the full title of this game is Lucid9 Inciting Incident, but unfortunately Lucid9 is always saying the title sequence, so I never knew that Inciting Incident was actually part of the title. I had to look at the game file, the game link on Steam, just to figure that out. But, whatever! So anyway, last time we left off, one of Yama's old friends, what was her name again? God, what was her name again? Misaki, who apparently hung out with, hang on guys, I'm just gonna play with the volume mix. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so last time we left off, Yama's old friend Misaki, Yama and, oh my god, I'm forgetting character names. It's been like, again, like it's been a while since I last played. Well, since the one before last time. Hold on, what was her name again? Oh, Rui, there it is. Like our old friend of Yama and Rui came back, and apparently she moved away for a while, and her mom didn't give her much choice. So I'm guessing that she has some sort of job. And it's interesting, like, I don't know. Apparently high schools aren't supposed to work, but whatever. Anyway, so, like, we're in the cafeteria because he's just, like, trying to go about his day normally, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm wondering what happens because a lot has been happening. I don't know. But, let's hope that this game isn't going down the road I think it is. Because, from what I could tell, as of right now, it seems that Yama has dual identity disorder and, like, is a murderer. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's so weird. Like I feel like that's what the game is telling us, and it's obvious, but it's like trying to trick me. Oh well. Students in pristine uniforms travel to and fro, scooping food from the extensive buffet counters around the perimeter of the cafeteria and returning to their friends. I spot Rui in the back corner of the cafeteria, staring up at the skylights with a thoughtful tilt to her head. What's with her eyes? Actually, this would be the perfect time to tell her about Misaki. Rui would be thrilled to see her again. Hey, Rui. She jumps slightly at the sudden sound, and only then do I remember that I'm supposed to be apologizing for being dramatic yesterday. Except, I never have been great at apologizing, or even good, or actually even mildly passable. Say, how are you? I'm doing okay. How's class? It was okay, I guess. Oh, okay. We shuffle for a moment, and I finally clear my throat. About yesterday. It's okay, Yama. I know that seeing the bus must have brought up some memories. You were just lashing out. But I shouldn't have. No, I guess not. So next time something like that happens, I reserve the right to slap you silly. And just like that, everything is right between us. What have I done to deserve a friend like this? Just kiss! Date. Do it. Thanks. But buy me lunch. What? Oh, come on, it's only fair. If I go into debt, I blame you for constantly mooching off me. Are you ever gonna pay for your own food? Probably not. But you can't count on those grocery trips because I end up cooking everything for you. And yourself. Labor taxes. Let's go already, I'm hungry. But as she reaches forward and pulls me out to her side, we hear a very familiar voice from behind us. Well, 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 what have we here? Oh no! It's the... What is his position again? Is he a counselor? Is he a thingy? No, he's a... resident director, I think he was. What he was? I know he just does something, like he monitors the dorms or some such. We jerk around in synchronization and promptly come face to face with Ryota. Rui quickly squeaks and jumps away, suddenly bashful. Oh, hi, Mr. Ryota. Look at you two, the adorable childhood friends, finally getting together after years of unneeded drama. Bah, I feel sick. What is this, some crappy anime? I mean, it kind of is. I mean, it's drawn in the anime style. I mean, clearly. What? We're not in that together. I wouldn't go out with Yama in a million years. The fact that you're stuttering and nervous about it clearly shows that you would like to. Bitch. Kidding. It's actually really adorable. I struggle to maintain a straight face. I know, I'm just too good for you. Oh crap, what? Return. I know, I'm just too good for you. She snaps back into the Rui the rest of the academy knows as her, witty, confident, and a touch malicious. She opens her mouth, no doubt to smite me with some comeback or another, but Mr. Yoda breaks us up. Well, if I don't end up barfing my guts out, you guys will have the most adorable wedding in all of history. And there goes Rui. How could you say something like that, Mr. Yoda? Baka? I can't. I can't. You're a teacher, you should know better. Oh, come on. You two will look back on this day, mark my words. See, the game ships it, I ship it, the characters want to ship it. I mean, come on, it's gotta be fate. But all I know is that something bad's gonna happen, because like that murder scene and that weird vision Yama had, it's just sticking in my craw, and I'm just like, I know something bad's gonna happen. Oh, wait, I didn't read that. With a cheerful wave, he splits into the Faculty Express line. Those words sound fairly ominous. I can already imagine all the embarrassing stories he'd liberally share with our other wedding guests. Ew! Why are you thinking about it? We'd probably have so many people rolling in the aisles from laughter that Rui wouldn't even be able to walk properly. Hello? What the heck am I even thinking about? Wedding? Rui? Mr. Yoda is being his usual self, I see. Yep. Now he's got me thinking about it. Nope, not going there. Maybe now would be a good time to switch topic. Alright, I even have the perfect material. Hey Rui, you're not gonna believe this, but I saw Miki today. Rui's face cuts to complete blankness in the space of a millisecond. It is really shocking news. Maybe I should have eased it a bit. She ended up transferring to the school and we coincidentally wound up in the same class. Dead silence. I finally start to feel a prickle of apprehension. We can hang out together again. We can... Did you talk to her? What? Wait. I know she's supposed to be looking directly at me, but it looks like she's cross-eyed. What? Of course, it's Miki. Rui, what's wrong? Aren't you happy? Well, no, I'm not. As far as I'm concerned, she has nothing to do with either of us anymore. Don't you remember? We were kids who held a stupid grudge for something beyond our control. Come on, we're older than that now. Oh, are we? She didn't really apologize, did she? Well... I pause for a moment. Rui's expression immediately darkens. And I see she didn't. And I know why. Because she wasn't there to see you fall apart. I don't think you remember, Yama, but you were in a really bad place after she left. Even to the point where... I mean... You know... But that wasn't because of Misaki. I mean, yeah, but she triggered the whole thing. When I think about it, I get mad at her. Really mad. So it's probably best for both her and me if she stays away. So, you're not gonna be friends again. The thought is so baffling that I can't help but stutter. In my mind, we've always been a package deal. Me, Rui, Misaki. It's either all or nothing. I mean, you're your own person, and so you should hang out with whoever you want. Seriously, it looks cross-eyed. But I can't be buddy-buddy with Misaki until she realizes what she's done. I never thought of Rui, of all people, would be irrational. How bad had I been, exactly? I've never seen Rui so upset, at least not in a really long time. Sorry to be a downer. Why don't we grab some lunch? How about you go ahead? I need to talk to Mr. Ryota. What am I pressing that pops up? Okay. Surprisingly, she doesn't ask any more questions. She heads to the lunch line without a word. Maybe she also feels rotten inside, like something has been lost forever. Oops, what the hell? I'm only hitting the spacebar once. I shake these thoughts and immediately locate Mr. Ryota, who's just popped out of the faculty line and conveniently enough is heading in my direction. He watches our separation with an eyebrow raised in his hairline. Oh, are the newlyweds already running into trouble? I ignore this. Good timing, Mr. Ryota. I wanted to ask you something. If the question is whether to officially ask Rui out, the answer is yes. What? No! That's not the question. Oh, really? That's a bit boring. Rui and I aren't... You know what? Never mind. I was wondering what it means when you see someone you haven't seen in forever, who you thought disappeared off the planet. It means exactly what you just said. Your life is actually a creepy anime. I hate to figure out his voice. It means exactly what you said. Your life is exactly a creepy anime. Crappy anime, Jesus. I never said that. Oh, you didn't? Mr. Yoda. Sorry, can't help it. Now, who's this person you haven't seen in forever? She just transferred to my class this morning. Rui, her, me, we were really close when we were little, back in our hometown Seto. Transfer student, childhood friend. Don't even think about it. Too late. My life is not a crappy anime. It's not. Yeah, you're right. You're a crappy visual novel. Just kidding. It's not. The game is not crappy at all. It's actually fairly entertaining, which is the point of games. You're right. It is a really crappy anime. So what's the problem? Well, I talk with her, and I think we'll be friends again. But Rui is jealous. What? No. What is this? Junior high? Sorry. I'll shut up. See, when Misaki, that's the transfer student, left, she actually triggered a giant depressive state that basically left me in the dumps for a year. Whoa, did I skip another text box? I don't remember much about it, but to be honest, Rui claims it was bad. Yama, when can you come by my office today? I want to listen properly to you, and the cafeteria is not exactly an ideal environment. Well, I guess that Mr. Yoda got hired into this job for an actual reason. Okay, I guess I'll drop by after school. Or during, really, either way works. Now, off to lunch you! Gotta eat before the bell rings. Young, growing boys need all the nutrition they can get. He can't sound like the wise, all-knowing teacher when he just implied that it was fine for me to ditch school. See you later, Mr. Yoda. He only responds with a casual wave before he saunters off to the nearest table, chatting easily with a group of students. I mean, he seems to be just a cool teacher, that's all. Whatever. I snag a plate of food and search for Rui, but she's nowhere in sight. Guess the conversation took a little longer than I originally intended. I quickly scarf my food down and return to the classroom. I like this music. I might download the soundtrack later. If it's available. I don't know. Alright class, let's take a secondary roll before we head to the courtyard. Ooh, what? We have more pee? So the teacher's halfway through rolling her eyes before she catches herself. I guess it's not a good example to roll your eyes in front of your students. No, Yohiko, today's career day. It has been announced over the PA for the past 3 days. Afternoon classes are cancelled so that third years may explore possible future occupations with specialists. Ooh, right. Question of the future. Writing prompt of our dream job. Now career day. I think I'm sensing a pattern here. We're already running a little late, so let's make this quick. Anyone missing? Nope. That prompts us to glance around. I think he's right, ma'am. Everyone's here. And just scratching my ear. There we go. Everyone except Misaki, who apparently is at her job. Time to do some not-so-subtle recon. Teacher, where's that girl? The one sitting by the window? Teacher waves her hand dismissively. Special circumstances. Anyone else? Despite myself, I feel a prick of curiosity. Special circumstances? What kind of circumstances could warrant such an offhand dismissal from the teacher? I thought most teachers loathed making exceptions for mandatory events. What could Misaki's job be? As the teacher continues to survey the classroom, I feel a nudge against my arm. I'm surprised you brought it up. What? Usually you wouldn't say anything if you noticed. You would have thought it too much trouble. Her words are remarkably neutral. It's awkward. It feels like a trap. I think you should stop pretending like you actually know me, or that you have a brain. You're insufferable. She storms back to the back of the room in a huff. I'm insufferable. She's done far, far worse, and she's still judging me? What a hypocrite. Alright, looks like everyone else is here. To the courtyard! Destiny awaits! There are more than a few roll eyes, but everyone obediently files out of the classroom. Jesus Christ, my brain does not match my mouth. Our class pours into the I hate this. Our class pours into the courtyard, which currently resembles a crowded street market. Columns of booths are set in orderly lines, each attempting to outshine the others with progressively more outrageous signage and progressively louder music. I wonder if they got a booth for my future job. Come to think of it, in all the 203 times he's talked about his dream, he's never once mentioned his future job, just all the things he'll own. God dang it! Oh, and what might that be? Isn't obvious with my stunning looks and all. I'm guessing model. So, a trash can? Lovely, just called Yahiko trash. God dang it! Is it even a job? Of course it's a job. Well, no, I want to be a model. That's ridiculous. Wait, as silly as it seems. I mean, seeing how he just believed that a trash can was a profession, he can't have a job that requires him to think. He also can't have a job that requires social interaction. He just repels people instead of attracting them. Those are his two biggest flaws, and modeling doesn't need either. As for his looks, hate to admit it, but he's not so bad looking. He'd probably be able to land himself a girlfriend if he could just keep quiet. Almost sounds like a serious plan. Yahiko, my friend, I'm glad you've realized the cruel truth. What are you talking about? I'm just saying it's a good idea, especially coming from you. Isn't it? Isn't it? Once I become famous, the entire world will be able to witness my magnificence. I'll be on TV, the internet, advertising blimps, basically everywhere. On second thought, maybe it's a terrible idea. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm off to meet my destiny. And with that, he skips off into the crowd, leaving me awkwardly leaning against the wall like some kind of delinquent. I'm not really sure what to do. I'll be wasting my time if I look around, but I'll be wasting my time if I stay here. What a conundrum. You there! I turned to the source of a voice, a man in a medical coat standing in front of a booth boasting a holographic sign, Way Forward Pharmaceuticals, Hospital Division. Hunch, I'm guessing he's a doctor. Are you interested old man voice. Are you interested in becoming a doctor? Bodies, open wounds? Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't think I could deal with the pressure of being a doctor. If that's what you're worrying about, then don't worry. I'm a heart surgeon and I get an entire team of people helping me during the operations. Well, if I have people helping me... Oh, come on. God dang it. Go away! Oh, what the hell? Oh. Scalpel, please. Nah. What do you mean, nah? I thought I was supposed to do all the cutting this time. That doesn't matter. It sure does. I see what's going on here, man. You want to take all the credit. Well, guess what? That ain't happening. What are you talking about? I'm the doctor here. Doctor, the patient's in critical condition. If you don't act fast, he's gonna die. The patient is dying, dang it. Give me the scalpel. Whoa there. Don't be getting your scrubs in a bunch. Doctor, the patient is dead. Look, see? Look at what you did. Look at what I... Yeah, I don't think being a doctor is right for me. Are you sure? We got a great internship program. I'm good, thanks though. Another nearby booth catches my eye. A multicolored sign claims that it's from the National Education Institute. Behind the booth table, a tall woman in glasses speaking animatedly to a small group of students. Don't you feel that we have a duty to equip the next generation? In this society, knowledge is power, and we need to ensure that our successors have the power to move forward. My job is to be the best and most beneficial, that there are no downsides whatsoever. Yeah, been there, heard that. What the frack? I upgraded to Windows 10, so all this weird stuff is happening behind the scenes. Don't your students annoy you or tire you out? Well, I've had some ups and downs in my career, of course. The more difficult students may be perplexing at first, but when you persevere, you always end up getting those students back on the right path. Is that so? Teach? What's 5 plus 7? This is high school, Mr. Ikari, not primary. You should have mastered addition by now. But teach! Excuse me, Mr. Korogane, smoking is not permitted on campus. Hand those over. You ain't the boss of me, kid. Does Masato smoke? Seriously? Interesting. Kid, I'm your teacher. You're shorter than me, kid. It makes you a kid. Alright, that's it. You're staying after class. You got the turn you deserve. Says who? Says you? You can even take on a diseased chicken with one claw tied to its tail. Why can't you be that eloquent on your essays? Teacher? What? What's wrong? Why are you crying? Again, what for? Oh, you're angry at me. I'm sorry I'm so terrible. I can't. Hey, don't cry. Yeah, I don't think I have enough patience to deal with students. I meander down the row of booths, apathetically peering at any that seem mildly entertaining. One man with a remarkably bushy mustache raises his fist in the air, yelling at the top of his lungs. Do you love Japan? Join the Japan Self-Defense Force today! Wow, I thought those kind of diehard patriots only existed on TV. Any man who is able to follow orders can be seen as a hero of Japan. If you're still alive. Grenade! Cover it, soldier. What? But we could just run away. Jump with the grenade or I'll have you court-martialed for insubordination. But I'll die. All the better. Hop to it. Oh my god, that was weird. Yeah, not happening. I turn away from the booth. Everything I see is equally unpromising. Do you have a knack for cooking? Why not apply for Lion Culinary School? Gather here, engineers, mathematicians, fellow countrymen. The biggest digital corporation in the world, Lemniscate, has positions open for you. Have you ever wanted to help the hurting? Join the Cumulus Therapy Center and transform the world, one life at a time. A quick glance in the other direction reveals that I seem to be the only one having trouble. I find Elizabeth in deep conversation with a police officer just a few feet away. Wouldn't have thought her to be the type. Maybe she's sucking up to them so they'll let her off for corporate fraud. I mean, I can't really judge her. At least she's found something that she's interested in. Me, on the other hand, well, I have nothing. What's up? Can't find your life's calling. What? I treated the source of the voice, a scraggly man slumped against a rickety folding chair, a worn beanie plopped on his head, and a threadbare trench coat thrown over his shoulders. There's no sign on his booth. Is hobo a legitimate career? Huh, youngsters these days. You hold your future in your own hands and you don't even know what to do with it. You're lucky, you know. There was a time when people didn't have the luxury of choosing their career. Upon second glance, I noticed there are several rolling racks of books settled on the back of the booth. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to their genre, science fiction, mystery, fantasy, young adult. But they're all under the same name. Are you a writer? He smiles when I ask him this. Heh, what, surprised? Who do you think I was, an adventurer or globetrotter? A homeless guy, actually. He throws back his head and laughs. You've got life. I can't wait to read your stories. That really hurts my throat. I can't do that forever. Somehow I don't think that being a writer would fit me. Oh, somebody help me. Whatever shall I do? Fear not, generic damsel in distress. I'm the hero lost in previous battle, so this is a heroic rematch where I'm guaranteed to win. How fortunate. After you win this final battle, I shall bestow you with an obligatory smooch of victory. Hey, you can't ignore the villain. I got your girl, Yama. Oh, spare us your evil gloating. It'll only lead to your downfall. But I gotta. You give a motive rant that we all understand your identity as a tragic villain. No, I think I'll just put that as a footnote. Okay, tired of this needless banter. I've actually written the princess's backstory so that she's a badass in distress. What? But you didn't even foreshadow that. Too bad. I need to move the plot forward. Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't think I can come up with the original material. What the hell? I just hit the space bar. Well, see, with writing, it's not original. It's what you yourself can do with something that's already been created. The same with YouTube, really. That's why you just rip off real life, you know? Thanks, but no thanks. He shrugs apathetically as I walk away. Whoa, who are you? A small nearby group of students catches my eye. They're gathered in front of a man in a long sweeping lab coat. Although his voice is placid, there lies an undercurrent of power in every word he says. Life is a fragile thing. There's an unspeakable number of ways for the human body to fail, and even more for it to be broken. Death was accepted as an inevitable part of life, a natural stage in the cycle of this world. But it doesn't have to be that way. The man in the lab coat strains as the students break into hurried whispers. Through research, we can create medicine that fights diseases and treats disorders, extending our lives exponentially and maybe indefinitely. Ah, so he's a medical researcher. He fixes his gaze on each individual in the crowd, not in a hostile manner, but certainly in an unnerving one. A day may come when we can defy death. His eyes land on me. An intelligent arc of his brow and a commanding line of his jaw shifts slightly as he examines me. I feel frozen beneath his piercing gaze. It isn't exactly uncomfortable, just strange. Eventually he turns away, adjusting his golden glasses that are settled on the bridge of his nose. If you seek to make a lasting influence on the world, join us at Way Forward Pharmaceuticals in the research division. Together we can accomplish the impossible and prevent the inevitable. The crowd of students breaks I am so eloquent. The crowd of students breaks into applause, their faces agape in wonder. I can only scoff. No one can defy death. Anyone who thinks that is otherwise is just delusional. As I turn away from the Way Forward booth, the PA hums to life. Attention students! Mayor Inouye will be speaking at the center stage in 5 minutes. The students around me gasp audibly, break into frantic whispers. Mayor Inori, here, in person? Our school's important, you know, why wouldn't he come? Come on, let's get a good spot! I follow the massive throng of students gathering around the courtyard's center stage. Sure enough, Masaru Inori, the ever-popular mayor of Isamu, is in the flesh. He gives the students a cordial wave from behind an impenetrable line of security guards. You know, back in my day, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, and that extracts a laugh from the crowd. We always ditch career day. We'd pop over to GFC. You should have seen it before it was renovated. And stuff ourselves on wings. They were only doubled S's at the time. Shows you how far we've come as a society, eh? The crowd chuckles again. Among them I catch the distinct of Elizabeth's giggle. As usual, she's eagerly jotting notes on her phone, hanging on to the mayor's every word. The brunette girl who's always around Elizabeth is right next to her. Surprisingly, she seems quietly engrossed in the speech. And yes, I hated career day, though it was a waste of thought it was a waste of time. Thought that they were restraining me at the time. God dang it. Thought they were restraining me at a time where all I wanted to do was explore myself, who I was and who I wanted to be. But later I realized that I was thinking about career day in a completely wrong way. It wasn't about deciding my future, it was about exploring possibilities. Oh my god, this stupid file that keeps popping up. The truth is, you'll probably change careers multiple times in your life. In fact, the average number of job changes is estimated to be about 15 times. You could be in med school all your life, but have experience in construction, woodworking, design, architecture, statistics, engineering, maybe even ostrich babysitting or bicycle fishing. Ostrich farm? Elizabeth smiles into her hand as the students laugh like a perfectly timed track. But as vast as the future is, you know what you don't want to do. You don't want to be hurt. You don't want to go each day full of insecurities, doubts, fears. You don't want to be lied to or backstabbed or treated like a fake. I won't lie to you, it's a nasty world out there. But I think that we all can agree, regardless of who we are or where we're from, we each have an important part to play in the safety of this country. So go on, explore, you guys are bright. And hey, you guys are in a better spot than I was. I thought I'd like nothing more than become an anthropologist. Not that I even knew what it meant at the time, it just sounded cool. His parting sentence elicits another laugh as he steps off the stage, offering a final wave. The students erupt into cheers in response. I quickly shuffle away from the crowd before the noise overwhelms me. I don't want to like this guy. Heck, I don't even want to like any politician, but he seems to be less evil than the others I've seen. Furthermore, he made a good speech. He came across intelligent, but genuine. Two major opposites of politics. Maybe I'll vote in his re-election. Maybe. Hello, stranger. Oh. Ah! Why is she wearing a kimono? Of all things, why are you wearing this? She looks cute, but God, why? Hey, Miki. I abruptly stop in my tracks, finally taking in what she's wearing. Well, you're dressed up. We're just putting it lightly. She's draped in a silken kimono that ripples around her figure like water, hair inset with a minimalistic ribbon and crystal pin. She could own the red carpet, or a throne even, with that outfit. I'm guessing that she was her, and they were a thing. Pretty, my mind supplies unhelpfully. I quickly grind that part of my mind to dust. Is it all you have to say? Well, what are we expecting? Poetry? Oh, dearest, you like yourself like starlight, with eyes like the moon and a mouth like purest golden flame. The sun air didn't see. She probably slaps me on the back. Very funny Shakespeare, too. Although I'm impressed, your recitation was pretty decent. I feel like she's insulting me, but genuinely seems shocked. What brings you here? Did you want to become a model? What? Oh, no need to be embarrassed. Male models are hardly anything new. However, they do tend to be physically fit. Do you happen to have a six-pack? I'll pretend I heard none of that. What makes you think I'll ever want to be a model? You're standing by my company's booth. We are a modeling company. Oh! She works for a modeling company. Well, isn't that interesting? But anyway, I'm going over time a little bit here. I'm sorry to end this, cut this a little bit awkwardly, but I guess like this part didn't have a lot to like talk about, but it did like give us some insight into some other characters' minds, like how Rui actually kind of hates Misaki right now for reasons that aren't fully fleshed out yet, and how Mr. Yama, while like a bit of an aloof teacher, actually cares about the students and wants to care for their well-being as best as he can, and like Yama is your typical guy, a typical like student where he's like, I don't know what to do with my life, I just want to live, essentially. but that's just it. But again, this visual novel is actually very interesting to me. I really like it. And there has been like I've seen mostly positive reviews about it, but I'm just like wondering how far do we have to go in before it starts getting weird? Because I want to get to the real meat soon. And we're what, on part 6? 5, 6? I don't know. Like we're like 2.5 hours in, and like nothing's happened yet. I don't know. This is another one of those like ones where it's just like super long-winded, and then it's gonna hit you in the gut like real quick. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from the series, hit the subscribe button. And you're not exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and you are now going to the end card.